Always a bit more stuff than you think, isn't there? Always a bit more. But I think this time round, because we've done this trip several times now, we've got space for stuff. We've maneuvered, we've shifted, we've evolved. So yeah, I think I've got space for 11 more boxes here on the shelving, and 10 in there. So I should just leave one extra for the extra things that are always there at the end. Tired today. Woke up at 2:30. Well, it was 2:21 when I looked at the clock. 2:22. And yeah, I listened to a couple of podcasts and I kind of went back to sleep a little bit, but it's a lot of work moving. But we're really looking forward to the trip now. It's getting very close, and just aiming to have the whole van packed today, so we can have a nice last day tomorrow and have a leisurely first leg of the trip on Sunday. Just going to try and keep it as relaxed and as leisurely as possible, except the second day when we will be relaxed, but we'll be attempting to make good ground so we can get there. Yeah, one of the podcasts I listened to was Diary of the CEO. And my mission is to create something that's worthy of going on the Diary of the CEO. It's one of the biggest podcasts in the world. I think the biggest business podcast. And it was great to see him have Chris Cooner on there, who I'm subscribed to his newsletter and on YouTube. He's not like super well known, but he's up and coming. So I like that Stephen Bartlett and their team are putting more accessible people on there, and they were doing examples of what business would you start with: $500, $1,000, or $5,000. And then Chris Cooner was going through great examples of physical and digital businesses. I like what he does because he's very good at identifying different trends. He's very up to date with all of the online stuff, much like I am with Nonconformity Company, the tools, the AI, the piece rate outsourcing, and the automation. But he also does a lot of cool stuff with the physical businesses, which kind of my plan was to get the online sorted, so money's taken care of, and then we can use that to invest and build physical businesses and play around with those business models as well, and the combinations of the two. So I really liked listening to it. I think I went back to sleep for part of that, but it was a really good 2-hour episode. He's got a great newsletter, and he just does regular videos on different case studies, which is what we're going to be doing with the Nonconformity Company channel. Profiling our startups and the blueprints that make them up, profiling other people and case studies in business. He'd started something like 80 businesses. So been in two minds whether to keep on with this 100 startups in 1,000 days or just let it like naturally. Do I need that added thing? Kind of part of me says yes, a part of me says no. I mean, I've still got till, I was going to do it in a year, wasn't I? So I'm going to really get going the 1st of January next year, and it gives us till something like April 2027. So that's a good 16 months, nearly a year and a half. And once I get going in the momentum, I think it's achievable. But I want to, what's the word? Trim down my list. I think it's good, like the seasons where things grow, and then, or a bush or a tree grows in the yard. The people over the road there were having some trees trimmed back the other day. And yeah, I think like expansion and contraction is good. It's good to feel out those rhythms and seasons or stages in business. And I think there's times where to push and grow, and then there's times when to scale back and refine. And it's a kind of dance like that, but actually still pushing ahead for the longer term goal, which we have linked. The first link down there is to the indie page that was a project of Mark Lew's. I've linked a lot of the websites. I've got to refresh that as well, but you link it to your Stripe account, so you share your income from your company in real time. And the target, and what he's also done, then it counts all the revenue from all of your Stripe businesses, because you can separate them within Stripe, because I've got quite a few. It separates them, and then it has a total at the top, which is all updated automatically. It's a really good little page. You get a page, you get a load of backlinks and things like that. You can discover other people on there. It's just a nice personal page. That ltodd.com link is down there where you can see the different businesses. I've hooked up some of the Stripe API. So it's going to be really fun when Nonconformity Company gets going next year and we've got different businesses with different income streams. You'll be able to see exactly what they're making per month, pretty much live, and also then see a monthly chart. So you'll see the progress of the business. And I've put in he added a new feature where you could put a monthly target in the top, and I've put mine as 83.3 thousand pounds. If it's in dollars or pounds, 83,000.3 pounds, which times by 12 months of the year is £1 million a year. That is our target, and I believe we can achieve that by the end of next year. That is the big target. I hope this isn't another delivery. Surely all the deliveries are done. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's life is a wild journey, and we're just gonna keep going.